What is going on? Welcome back to another video. Today we are talking about Tnickelss. Apparently, he is a streamer on Twitch in which he is being accused of being a groomer. Twitch and YouTube, man, social media in general has produced a lot of these PDF files. I just learned that term today. So we're going to stick with that term. First, I want to start with his PowerPoint because I think that's more relevant. Then I'm going to go with the video response. I want to address some of the recent talks on social media about my interaction with a certain person. It is important to me that I clear things up and give you my side of the story. First things first, I want to absolutely clear that I never been involved in any kind of grooming behavior. When B and I were chatting, we were both above the age of consent in our states. So I'm gonna stop right there because I believe that Tnickelss is 20 years old, and I believe B either just turned 17 or is 17 years old. It doesn't matter. She's 17 years old. When talking about these situations, I get it, man. Y'all young. Y'all are young people. So a lot of y'all don't really understand. When I was 20 years old, bro, I was not thinking about high schoolers. Okay, this young lady is still in high school. I wasn't thinking about no damn high schoolers. Okay, I was ready to move up in the world. I was ready to date women within my age bracket. And the thing is, it's always those kids who will date younger freshmen. Like you're a senior in high school and you're dating a freshman in high school. That's always been weird to me. Again, I like to date within my age bracket no matter how old we are. I think right now I'm 31. I'll be 32 this year. I probably won't go no higher than, I mean, you can go within your 30s, but me personally, probably won't go no higher than 5 years. Here's the other thing. We as a society do not use consent or even laws to dictate whether something is right or not. Okay. Just because she is of age consent does not mean that this ain't no weird situation. Okay. Some people can even make the argument that you're waiting. How it started. I knew B previously through my Twitch streams. We were always friends, but never really started talking until about a year later in June. I had just turned 20 a few months prior. B was 17. So, yeah, she was 17 years old. We would often just play games or just talk casually. Let me say this too, because I know that streamers have this issue. There's this parasocial relationship between the their followers and stuff like that. And some of these followers think that because they give money and their gift, that they know this brother or they know the sisters and stuff like that that stream on these platforms. You do not know these people. Okay, that is my biggest issue with this whole situation is that sometimes they get too close to you to where there needs to be boundaries set and stuff like that. And I'm not telling you not to make friends, but big dog, when you start making real money, you need to start seeing who's really there for you or who's there to set you up in some bullshit. Now, let me also say and be honest with y'all, this might be controversial, but I don't see him as a groomer. Okay, groomers are people who go out there and try to manipulate and mold this person into what they want. You know what I mean? From the conversations that I'm seeing, from the tweets and stuff like that, even from like the conversations that I'm looking at, to me personally, he was not a groomer. He definitely was a PDF file though. He definitely like him young. And then from like some of these text messages, I'm gonna be real with you. From some of these text messages that I'm seeing, she makes it clear that she likes him. Okay. Uh that's just me. Some of these are not as friendly as you might make it seem. Maybe it is because she's 17 years old. She's not no 30-year-old woman that's gonna be like, yeah, whip it out for me. B stated here that they wanted to get to know me more along the lines of dating. These were their own feelings. Did not give any direct response to continue uh, did not give any direct response, continue talking as normal. At that point, you can start talking as normal. What you talking about? She's being direct. You need to be direct. Absolutely not. We can't be in a no relationship. I am 20 years old. You are 17, still in high school. I think you are a lovely woman, but we cannot do that. You have to be direct with people. There's no way that you allowed this to continue on and think that this was some normal shit. You know what I mean? That's why people are calling you a groomer, because it's clear as day that this woman, and you keep saying it, she's the one with the feelings. There's also a part of your video, in your later response. I might play that now, but in your later response, you talk about how B was groomed twice.
And I'm going to bring this up because I didn't put this in the slideshow or I didn't mention it on live. But about last year, B claimed to be groomed by, well, not claimed because there's screenshots and videos, but B was groomed by an ex mod. And I'm going to show the screenshots here if you want to read them. And I'm going to show the video in a second. But that, so yeah, that happened. And apparently this happened 2 times in total. So when we first initially started talking, I never thought that they would want that to happen again.
This is why people think you are a groomer. Like this one right here, you're like, here I say you're in the gangy zone, which essentially is just, hey, we aren't that serious, and that we've been just having fun. B would often say, give me a chance, so everything seemed normal to me and I wasn't forcing anything. Like, brother, read the room, okay, bro? Read the room, my dog. Like, it doesn't make any sense. You clearly either A, you do want a relationship with this girl and you're trying to get her more and more hooked on you, or you're just genuinely naive. B continues to say, what will make you not see me as gangy? Okay, now we've pushed past multiple texts, multiple messages in which she's dead ass serious. Okay. Either you got to cut this off or something. Like, clearly you're putting yourself in the danger zone. And I understand, like, you know what I mean? Some of those texts might have been out of context, but Big Dog, this doesn't make it any better, because you, as the full grown up, you're out of college, you're working, you're in the field. And I understand that you're young, but you know you don't want this young lady. By your own admission, you don't want this young lady. So why not say, hey man, that's never gonna happen. I would love for you to continue to be a part of my streaming community. We can always have conversations, but I'm gonna be honest with you. We cannot do this. If people seen that in the text thread and then start seeing you block and then making announcements, hey guys, this is what happened. Guess what? People are not suspicious of that, because you're making it known, and it's clear text that says, hey, big dog, I don't want you. We cannot do this. You are still in high school. Like, look at this text thread, bro. Like, look at this text thread for real. I could be leaving real ones in your DMs. I'm guessing that they're talking about some crazy stuff, because the next thing he says is freak, and she goes, so absolute monster. Bro, when do you shut it down? When do you shut down that, hey, we got to stop this? That's not, we're out of hand. You're doing too much. All right, now I'm going to get into the actual video, and we're going to talk about some of his responses.
I'm going to bring this up because I didn't put this in the slideshow or I didn't mention it on live. But about last year, B claimed to be groomed by, well, not claimed because there's screenshots and videos, but B was groomed by an ex mod.
If a child came up to you, or someone came up to you and said, hey, I've been groomed twice, or I've been in participation with people trying to groom me, why would you take it upon yourself to not set boundaries, not set clear boundaries? He was like, oh, I'm setting boundaries. No, you wasn't. There's no text message in which you're saying, hey, this is not just about making you uncomfortable. Hey, I understand that you got groomed last year, or you got, hey, this is not that. I just need you to know that. You can type this stuff out. You can put this stuff in. Hey man, listen. I need to fall back on certain things. You keep begging to be my girlfriend, to be with me and stuff like that. And I don't want you in this particular light. So I'm gonna fall back. I want you to find some dude that likes you. You need to be forward with this stuff. I mean, I don't understand, and I get it, bro. Like, your audience is a lot of kids, they won't understand. So I'm telling you this as a 32-year-old, bro. You need to set boundaries. especially when it comes to women, especially when it comes to young women, because like you said, she was getting groomed. That stuff is in there, bro. It's there already. You know what I mean? And really, it looked like she was just trying to please you. Whether it was intentional or unintentional, it doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, this girl was the one going through it.
So there were explicit text and stuff like that I can't show on YouTube, obviously for that reason. And were those texts good? No. But at the same time, like I wasn't talking to myself. Like it only got showed from one side, so it just looks really bad. So yeah, but I'm not going to show those obviously just because like out of like privacy and stuff like that. And I mean, what's you know what it's along the lines of.
Come on, bro. Let's be real here, bro. You just admitted that this girl was groomed twice, even by somebody in your own community, right? Why would you accept um, inappropriate photos from this young girl? Come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. And here's the thing. Yeah, I don't give a fuck if y'all follow him or follow him on Twitch or cancel him or whatever the case may be. That ain't none of my business, bro. But you're not about to sit here and say, "Oh yeah, it was both sided." You know that this young lady had a history of being groomed. You need to be as careful as possible, and you need to establish boundaries. That's something that she's not used to with groomers, right? She's used to someone older, more experienced than her, trying to get what they want out of her, trying to pressure her. So, from your standpoint, it might look like you're not pressuring anything, but she knows that you're a big time streamer and she knows for a fact that she likes you. Okay. And so she's going to do whatever it is that you want and things like that.
Yeah. Next situation I want to bring up is the whole plane situation and fly yacht situation and wait till you graduate situation. That was it was showed one part of that whole conversation. So I'm going to show the whole conversation. You guys can read through it as I'm talking. So basically, here's what happened. We were talking about how I wanted somebody with a future, and she was bringing up how that she's in college currently to be a nurse, and she's almost done graduating, and that she would have the time to basically talk to me and do that at the same time. So I said, no, how about you just, work on that? And because, we all have, like, I'm streaming, I have my own goals, and she has her own goals. So I was saying, work on that. Don't get distracted. In a year, we'll see. You know what I'm saying? I'll say, how about you finish that and fly out in a year? It wasn't like, I don't know what that, I don't know, but it just looked really bad. But you can read through everything right here, and it should make a lot more sense now. Overall, looking back at it, that is something I would have shut down. But like I said, in that mindset, I was 20, she was 17. I thought everything was genuine. I never once thought that I was making her uncomfortable or anything like that. And if anything would have been said, like all she had to do was bring up, hey, I don't want to, I don't want to talk like that, then it would have just been back to normal. And I would have never done anything like that.
Gotta read the room. I know a lot of y'all young boys are gonna say, well, she kept doing it and stuff like that. Bro, the moment I heard she has a history of being groomed, even by an ex person in the DMs or what or his community or whatever, the moment I heard that, bro, it was curtains. It was curtains, right? So you gotta be more mindful, bro. You gotta be more mindful about the people you put up with and stuff like that. It was a lot of things you didn't shut down, and that ultimately paid you the price. It already looks weird with you being 20 years old and being 17. For people that are gonna come on here and say, "Oh well, that's only a 3 year age gap." No, she's still in high school, bro. She's still in high school, bro. So it's a problem. But that's my thoughts on it, man. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, peace.